Hi, good morning, everyone. Carrie with KDS Insurance Services in Houston. And I'm coming to you today with another subject that's becoming an issue, what I'm noticing with my clients anyway. So, to give you a heads up to be prepared if you happen to see the following. Insurance companies have the right and do occasionally do a driver's scan, meaning they go to your DMV records and they do a scan to determine what drivers are actually in your household. This can be a issue when you've got new drivers that are coming up, like you've got teenagers and they're on a permit, or you've got somebody that's staying with you, a parent, a loved one. And the carriers do have the right to go to the state and do a driver household check. Now, what happens if they determine that there's a driver that's in your household that happens to not be on your policy? Is the insurance companies will send you a notification, whether it's through the mail or email, depending on how you have your notifications set up, and they will ask you to verify who this driver is. Now, the problem that I'm seeing is that if you don't respond to those requests for confirmations of potentially a new driver in your household, I'm seeing two things happening. The insurance companies are going ahead and adding that driver, and then you only find out about it because you haven't responded to their request when your payment hits and there's an increase in your premium. And then that keys you something has happened, and so then you go then and you figure out, something has happened and I do have a new driver in my household. I didn't give them permission for that. Well, you don't have to give permission for that. They have the right to make sure that if there's any driver in your household, that they are a driver. They have to notify you, but they do have the right to add that person to your policy. That's the first thing. The second thing I'm seeing is they're just flat canceling your insurance. A few months ago, I put out a video where I was warning everybody the insurance companies are now doing a lot of underwriting, okay? And they are trying to get off risk. In our economy, this is the worst insurance industry we've had in my 43 years. And so carriers are now actively trying to get off risk, meaning they don't want to insure you anymore. One of the ways they can do this is to notify you of such changes. And if you don't respond to those changes, the insurance company can cancel you for underwriting reasons. So it's vitally important that you are checking your accounts with your carriers. If you get it through the regular mail, you're going to open that letter. I hope you would open that letter, especially anything that comes from your insurance company or your agent. If it's an email, you also need to be checking your emails to make sure that there aren't any underwriting requests, and this is an underwriting request. Because I would hate for you to miss a notice like this and then think you have insurance when in actual fact the insurance company has canceled you because you have failed to respond to one of their requests. This is a very difficult insurance market, and the carriers are doing everything they can to get off a marginal risk. And what I mean by marginal, that's not a slight to you in any way. That's just a marginal risk where they're going to risk not making money. Okay, because insurance companies, it's all about making money, right? We all know that. That's the reality of the world that we live in. So if the insurance company is on an account that's marginal and they're really not going to make any money, or they think they're not going to make any money, or there's been a lot of claims and you failed to respond, you're done. That is the honest truth of where we are. So it's very, very important to be checking your mail for any documentation from your insurance company. A lot of it is just redundant. I get that. But there are occasional messages that are very important, and if you fail to respond to those messages, you could find yourself driving around without insurance, and that could be catastrophe, especially if you're involved in an accident where there's injuries or worse, a fatality. So please make sure you are checking your emails and make sure you are checking your mail for any documentation from your insurance companies. This is Carrie, the owner of KDS Insurance Services down there in the Houston area. I would love to talk to you. If you have any questions about your policy, you do need to talk to your agent. But if I can help you in any way and you are looking for an agent that is on top of her game and your policies, and we are always searching for better rates, then give me a call. 832-391-8271. KDS Insurance Services. We're located near the Houston area, and the office phone lines are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope this is an informative piece of information so you are not stuck without any auto insurance. Take care.